Radical.
Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for October 11th through October the 17th, 2021. Short comments, quick replies. Stop the cap. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Yeah, that was, oh hell, I forgot his name. Carlito Caribbean, cool. Yeah, that was that wrestler. And he would take an apple out to the ring. He would eat a bit of the apple, and you would think you would get ready for it. If you see him eating the apple. If you had seen and done it for a while, you think he would at least duck, but no, he would actually spit in the face of people who weren't cool. One of the best gimmicks I think I've seen. Carlito was really underrated, I think, as a overall gimmick and wrestler. Red Stratus 97. Big Show has his own Netflix comedy as well. Big Show is one of the people he spit in the face of, because he wasn't as cool as Carlito. I saw the trailer for that. It's weird. I don't know if it's really for me. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe it has funny moments, but once the appeal of the fact that Big Show is in it goes away, I don't think I would really be interested in it. And Big Show, he's not really that big anymore. He lost a lot of weight. I mean, he's still big. Like, compared to the average person, he's big. But he looks maybe 200 pounds lighter than when he was, when he first came out. I mean, he was huge when he first came out, But that's good. It's better for his health, Can't be that good for your health to be 500 pounds. B_like_water SF48. People want to be humored by lies and hate the truth, so they want to cancel anything that has facts in it. Facts! I wasn't offended by Dave Chappelle. I wasn't offended by the stand-up special because he spoke a lot of facts. I think ultimately that's what makes a lot of transgender people angry at Dave Chappelle's, because he's speaking facts in a creative, entertaining way. No one in that audience came out of a transgender person's vagina, because they don't have a vagina. You literally have to have a vagina to create life, and that's part of the designation of being a woman. You literally have to have a vagina to go through your monthly periods. Okay? Bruce Jenner has... Caitlyn has never had a monthly period, so he is not a woman. What is so shocking about that? That is a fact. That is the truth. You can't just wake up one day and magically be a woman. It's not how reality works. TG5455. Yeah, it's one of those, it's important for the future of America and Americans. It's finally time to learn, white people, shows for the Twitter people that Dave ripped on, saying that Twitter isn't real, and I 100% agree with Dave on that one. Yeah, the show, Dear White People, I'm not going to check that out. Why would I? It sounds absolutely obnoxious. And when it comes to Twitter, Dave talked about how Twitter's not really a real place. Like, I'm going to be worried what people say about me on Twitter. Oh, Twitter? Twitter's not a real place. And he said earlier in a previous special that it's kind of like the equivalent of a bathroom wall. Just people scratching, etching things on a bathroom wall, which is, I think, a perfect summation of Twitter. Icewind Tom. Chappelle is a genius, but honestly, this special seemed like he came in with an agenda rather than a great comedy act. Not offended by what he said, I just thought it was a lazy and overly contrived by Chappelle standards, and not all that funny, to be honest. Well, the thing about Chappelle is there's different shades of Chappelle's comedy. Whereas earlier on, early 2000s, mid 2000s, if you watch a Dave Chappelle comedy special, it was different because maybe he was a little different. Maybe time went on, he aged, and he changed maybe a little bit of the style. Not that he still does the, I'm Rick James, bitch, kind of jokes occasionally, but it's centered in a reality, right? And this last one, I could see that maybe he came in with an agenda, possibly, now that I think about it. But if anything, I think we need more, of an agenda against the agenda of warping reality. So if he did have an agenda, then I don't know. I mean, it was funny. So that's really all we need to really look at. It was funny. Dave is funny. Comedy is funny. 90G. I like Joe. He does a great job on his vids. Yeah, I was going to at some point check out that TurboGrafx upload. It looks pretty interesting because he claims on the thumbnail to go through every TurboGrafx 16 game. You know, that's got to be something right there. It's got to be something. You know. So yeah. Oh, we're talking about GameSack. By the way, not a bad channel at all. GameSack. Billy Five Tick. Space Ghost Coast to Coast was my personal fave, and Perfect Hair Forever was good because MF Doom voiced a character on that one. Which character on Perfect Hair Forever did MF Doom voice, by the way? And Space Ghost Coast to Coast, I always thought it'd be amazing. I'm sure it wouldn't happen because of licensing, and I know Space Ghost is not coming back. But it would have been so awesome to actually have Batman, or maybe the voice of the original Batman on Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Hell, he might have been, now I think about it, but probably not. And he comes out there, and Space Ghost is like, where's your mask? I'm wearing a mask. I'm more Batman than you are. And then, like, maybe they show a picture of Space Ghost in the background, and it's like basically his mask is a lot, like Space Ghost and the chin and everything. And then he, like, points at Batman. I'm like, I don't know. I'd probably do, like, a skit, but I'm not right now, because radical. Rapid fire. Mr. Lone Wolf. Apparently everything offends YouTube at this point. A simple comment, even if it's not vulgar, is on their chopping block. That is what they give a warning to comments. That, and they give a warning to comments as if someone or some child is going to get offended. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's what they'll always probably say. Hey, we got to protect the children. We got to protect your children. That's what it is. The children stop on YouTube. For the comments, no. Even if it's not vulgar, yeah. I mean, that's happened. Maybe I don't see anything that we can do. It's on YouTube's end. So some of you that stop by, like I said before, and you have deleted comments, 90G says they have a lot of deleted comments. It's not me. It's YouTube. Arioka. I think YouTube bots are automatically deleting comments that mention other social media apps or rival websites like Discord or Twitch. I'm typing them now to see if the comment gets published and later deleted. Well, Arioka, your comment that you typed mentioning Twitch and Discord did go through. I think it's more or less maybe certain words, certain dirty, bad words, but not even that. Certain words, and like you can try to figure it out, but maybe it's a glitch in their system to where they just start deleting okay comments or comments without any cursing. Maybe it's... someone said it might be arrows, the arrows back and forth. I don't know. One good thing to do is to go somewhere and maybe test it out. To go test it out somewhere, like maybe like ESPN or like a corporate site where it's not like a YouTuber that's going to be asking, hey, why are you just commenting on like certain words and phrases and things of that nature? Then you can test it out before you go to leave a longer comment somewhere else. Captain Kirk Games. I'm experiencing losing loved ones for the first time. Often I only had experienced it once in 2014. My original dog died, Big Billy dog. Crazy 8 years later, my other big dog, Bo, died. Crazy how life works. Yeah, sad to hear about your loss, Kirk. But part of life is loss. As we move along in life, we'll have more losses. And that's how life works. I think about it a whole lot. That's how it works. That's the flaw in life, is death, is it ends. Now you might make an argument, well, what value and worth would life have if we were immortal? Would you get bored after 1,000 years being on Earth? I think I would find something to do with the time, being able to live multiple different types of lives. But it's how life works. We're born into the world. We're here for a short time. We do our best to do good by our loved ones. We try to make the best choices, but ultimately it all ends up in death. And then there's hopefully the afterlife, but not everyone believes in the afterlife. I like to believe in the afterlife because, well, I would hate for my life here to be ultimately, pointless. And unless you do something to get recognized by society unless you have a statue. And even then you can make the argument, well, if there isn't an afterlife, then what am I doing all this for? There's a longer discussion here, but, radical rapid fire. Again, sorry to hear about your loss, Kirk. Everyone have a great day. Take care.